Um, uh, I'm from the Gulf of Mexico, as you are. It's a great place, right? We got weather here like nowhere else in the world. It's like, it could be 15 degrees outside right now, or it could be like it is. You just don't know. And when I was younger, I used to go to the beach and surf. And I was at the beach one day. I'd taken some LSD with my friend Matt. Me and Matt were standing on the sand dune, and it was during the summer when the high pressure line squall phenomenon causes big storms to come and push off into the water. You know what it's like. You know, they come from inland, and the high pressure on the inland landmass pushes the clouds out over the water, and the collision creates those calamitous, beautiful, amazing thunderstorms. So me and Matt were taking acid as one of those storms approached, and we thought we were making the lightning around us happen. It was really exciting, and it was striking the beach all around us. And the clouds were there, and we were standing on top of a sand dune over by the cross, if you know where that is, in Pensacola Beach. So we were on the sand dunes going, yes, we are gods. And the storm passed through, and we felt very, like we pushed the storm out into the ocean with our minds. You know, LSD is very empowering in that way. So the storm went out about 100 yards off the water, and the struggle between land mass and sea mass was sufficient that a tornado formed, you know, a water spout. It was 100 yards off, so it was a water spout. And then a second one formed. They were sisters, they call them. That's a nice name for them. And there were two water spouts. And, you know, the term water spout is very innocuous. It's a water spout. And the water spouts were twisting and turning, and as the clouds moved further out, one went towards the horizon, but the other one turned toward the beach. It was a renegade water spout. It had ambitions. It wanted to be a tornado. And so as it started approaching the beach, it started spinning and churning up the water, and the waves were whipping around it, and there was this yellow color in the bottom. And it was coming closer and closer to us. And no matter how much LSD was in my brain, there was a rational part, like a little rational particle. It was located at the bottom of my spine, is where the sound was coming from. And at the bottom of my spine, I heard this distant voice say, "Run." And as it rose up my spine, it said it louder, "Run, run, run." And it went up my spine, it hit my brain, and it went, "Run!" And the same exact thing was happening with my friend Matt next to me. He was smaller than me and had taken the same dose, so his body chemistry was slightly different. So the run to him meant run toward the tornado rather than away from it. And so run he did. He let out a rebel yell and ran straight into the now tornado, because it had hit the beach and it was spinning and twirling and trying its hand at tornadic life. And he jumped into the middle of the tornado. And it spun and twisted. It seemed to not like his presence at all, but it was not really a very manly tornado. And after a moment or two, he kind of came off the ground and oscillated and spun 40 degrees. And his arms were wailing, his hair flapping, and all of a sudden the tornado just quit. It just gave up and dissolved before our eyes. It was like Steven Spielberg made it happen. It was great. And Matt jumped up and started shouting, "I killed a tornado!" You know, because he was, anyway. So I think about him a lot, and he was my role model for a lot in life. I ran towards a lot of tornadoes in my life, figurative and literal, and got in a lot of trouble for it, and have some stories to tell about it like that one. This is a song I wrote about it. It's called "Perfect Day Chase Tornadoes." preacher man on the run from the law. He killed a girl in Memphis and ran to the dogs, tracked him down. They shot him by the river as he lay dying in the mud. Someone asked him, "Hey preacher, where's your soul going now?" The preacher said, "Well, I do not know, but wherever it is, I'm glad they go, 'cause today's a perfect day." Yeah, sometimes I think the sky is a prison and the earth is a grave. And sometimes I feel like Jesus in some Chinese opera. Sometimes I'm glad I built my mansion from crazy little stones. Sometimes I feel so goddamn trapped by everything that I know.